When we talk about the right attitude towards girls, the first thing that needs to be shattered is the illusion that this is a women's issue. It is not. It is a human issue. It is a mindset issue. It is a moral issue. And most importantly, it is a reflection of who you are when no one is watching. Your attitude towards girls is not proven by what you say on social media, not by the quotes you share, not by the slogans you repeat. It is proven by your silence when your friends make degrading jokes, by your behavior when you have power, and by your restraint when you have desire. This conversation is uncomfortable for many because it exposes hypocrisy, entitlement, and deeply rooted insecurity. But discomfort is necessary for growth, and growth is long overdue. From a very young age, society programs boys to believe that girls are something to be controlled, corrected, judged, or possessed. And at the same time, girls are taught to adjust, to compromise, to stay quiet, to tolerate, and to explain themselves endlessly. This imbalance does not begin in adulthood. It begins in homes, classrooms, and casual conversations. The right attitude towards girls begins with unlearning everything that taught you they are less than you, behind you, or meant to serve your emotional or physical needs. A girl is not a reward for your success, not a trophy for your masculinity, and not a rehabilitation center for your trauma. Respecting girls is not about putting them on a pedestal either, because pedestalization is just another form of control. When you idealize a girl unrealistically, you also punish her harshly the moment she shows flaws. The right attitude is balance, seeing her as human, with strengths and weaknesses, with opinions that may challenge you, with boundaries that do not require justification. A girl does not owe you softness just because you exist, and she does not owe you access just because you are nice. Niceness is not a currency. Respect is not a transaction. Consent is not a reward. One of the most toxic beliefs men are raised with is that persistence is romantic, that if a girl says no, she is playing hard to get, that convincing her is a sign of passion. This mindset has damaged generations. No is not an invitation. No is not confusion. No is a complete sentence. The right attitude towards girls understands that attraction is mutual or it is nothing. Love that has to be forced, chased aggressively, or emotionally manipulated is not love. It is entitlement dressed as effort. Another critical aspect of the right attitude is emotional responsibility. Many men grow up emotionally neglected, taught that vulnerability is weakness and that expressing feelings makes them less of a man. Instead of healing, they carry this emotional starvation into relationships and place the burden of emotional regulation on girls. She becomes the therapist, the mother, the emotional punching bag, and the fixer. This is not partnership. This is emotional exploitation. A healthy attitude understands that your healing is your responsibility. A girl can support you, but she cannot save you from wounds you refuse to acknowledge. The way you speak about girls when you are angry reveals more than the way you speak when you are in love. When a girl rejects you, sets boundaries, or chooses differently, and your immediate response is to insult her character, question her morality, or devalue her worth, you expose your lack of emotional maturity. The right attitude accepts rejection with dignity. It understands that being unwanted does not make you unworthy, and being chosen does not make you superior. There is also a dangerous habit of categorizing girls into boxes: the good girl, the bad girl, the wife material, the time pass, the gold digger, the attention seeker. These labels are lazy shortcuts used to avoid seeing women as complex individuals. Once you label a girl, you feel justified in treating her according to your assumption rather than her humanity. The right attitude refuses to reduce a girl to a stereotype. It listens before it judges. It observes before it concludes. Control is often disguised as care, restricting what she wears, who she talks to, where she goes, and how she expresses herself is often justified as concern or love. But love that suffocates is not love, it is fear. Fear of losing control, fear of comparison, fear of inadequacy. A secure man does not need to cage a girl to keep her. He trusts her choices because he trusts his own worth. The right attitude does not seek ownership, it seeks partnership. Another uncomfortable truth is how easily society forgives men and punishes girls. A man's mistakes are called phases, stress, or pressure. A girl's mistakes are called character flaws. This double standard teaches men that accountability is optional and teaches girls that perfection is mandatory. The right attitude actively challenges this imbalance. It holds itself accountable instead of waiting to be corrected. It apologizes without defending. It changes behavior instead of explaining intentions. The right attitude towards girls also shows up in everyday language. The jokes you laugh at, the comments you ignore, the casual objectification you normalize. When girls are constantly reduced to bodies, beauty, and desirability, their intellect, ambition, and individuality are erased. Appreciating beauty is natural. Obsessing over it while dismissing everything else is shallow. A mature attitude admires a girl's mind, her values, her resilience, her perspective. Because looks may catch your attention, but character is what earns respect. Many men demand loyalty without offering safety. They want devotion without consistency. They want understanding without effort. Loyalty does not grow in fear, it grows in security. When a girl feels emotionally safe, respected, and valued beyond her utility, loyalty becomes natural, not forced. The right attitude focuses on becoming a man worth trusting instead of policing a girl's behavior. It is also important to understand that girls do not exist to complete you. This idea that a woman will come and fix your emptiness is deeply harmful. It turns relationships into dependency rather than connection. A fulfilled individual seeks companionship, not completion. The right attitude towards girls is rooted in self-awareness. It asks, am I emotionally available? Am I respectful? Am I consistent? Instead of, why don't girls appreciate me? When it comes to conflict, the right attitude avoids humiliation, threats, and emotional withdrawal. Silent treatment, manipulation, and gaslighting are not maturity. They are emotional violence. Disagreements can exist without disrespect. A man who truly respects girls does not use their vulnerabilities as weapons during arguments. He does not rewrite reality to avoid responsibility. He does not confuse dominance with strength. The way you treat girls you are not attracted to is the purest measure of your character. Respect that depends on attraction is not respect. It is strategy. Politeness only towards women you desire exposes intention, not values. The right attitude is consistent. It does not change based on benefit. It treats every girl with dignity, regardless of her appearance, status, or relevance to you. There is also a need to talk about patience. Emotional connection cannot be rushed. Trust cannot be demanded. Comfort cannot be forced. Many girls pull away not because they enjoy distance, but because they sense pressure, expectation, and entitlement. The right attitude allows space. It understands that interest grows where there is freedom, not fear. A healthy attitude towards girls also celebrates their success instead of feeling threatened by it. A girl's ambition is not an attack on your masculinity. Her independence is not a rejection of you. Her confidence does not make you smaller unless your ego is fragile. Secure men admire strong women because they are not competing, they are collaborating. Finally, the right attitude towards girls is humility, the willingness to learn, to listen without interrupting, to accept that you may be wrong, to understand that respect is an ongoing practice, not a one-time declaration. It is shown in consistency, in accountability, in restraint, and in empathy. Because at the end of the day, the way you treat girls is not about them. It is about you, your values, your upbringing, your emotional intelligence, your courage to unlearn harmful beliefs and choose better. A society does not rise by controlling its women, it rises by respecting them. And a man does not become powerful by dominating girls, he becomes powerful by mastering himself. And even beyond relationships, the right attitude towards girls shows in how you react to their opinions. Many men claim they want strong or intelligent women, but the moment a girl disagrees, challenges an idea, or refuses to blindly agree, she is labeled difficult, arrogant, or disrespectful. Strength is admired only until it questions male authority. Intelligence is attractive only until it exposes insecurity. The right attitude does not feel threatened by a woman's voice. It respects it. It understands that agreement is not the same as respect, and silence is not the same as peace. There is also a deep-rooted expectation that girls should always be emotionally available, emotionally polite, emotionally patient. When a girl expresses anger, frustration, or exhaustion, she is quickly judged as dramatic or unstable. But emotional expression is not weakness, it is honesty. The right attitude allows girls the same emotional range that men allow themselves. It does not demand constant calmness from her while excusing aggression in men. It recognizes that emotions are not a gender flaw, they are a human reality. Another critical area where attitude is revealed is boundaries. Many men interpret boundaries as rejection or disrespect. They take it personally when a girl says she needs space, time, or distance. Instead of introspection, they respond with guilt-tripping, pressure, or emotional bargaining. The right attitude understands that boundaries are not walls. They are guidelines for healthy interaction. A girl setting boundaries is not pushing you away. She is protecting herself. And anyone who truly respects her will honor those boundaries without resentment. There is also the issue of listening without fixing. Many men listen to girls only to respond, to correct, or to offer solutions. Sometimes a girl does not want advice, she wants understanding. She wants to be heard without being analyzed, judged, or minimized. The right attitude practices active listening. It does not interrupt. It does not invalidate feelings by saying things like, "You're overreacting," or "It's not that serious." It understands that emotional validation is not agreement. It is empathy. The right attitude towards girls also reflects in how men handle jealousy. Jealousy itself is a natural emotion, but how you act on it defines your maturity. Monitoring, interrogating, accusing, or isolating a girl from others in the name of insecurity is not love. It is control. A mature attitude addresses jealousy internally, asks honest questions, and communicates without accusation. It does not turn insecurity into punishment for the other person. Another overlooked aspect is accountability in attraction. Many men feel entitled to a girl's time, energy, or attention simply because they are interested. They struggle to accept that attraction is subjective. Just because you see value in yourself does not mean everyone owes you interest. The right attitude respects choice. It understands that being passed over does not make the girl shallow, cruel, or ungrateful. It simply means there is no alignment. The right attitude also rejects comparison. Comparing girls to other women, to ex-partners, or to unrealistic standards creates silent resentment and insecurity. When you constantly measure a girl against someone else, you deny her individuality. Respect means seeing her as she is, not as a version that fits your expectations better. A healthy mindset appreciates uniqueness rather than enforcing conformity. There is also the issue of performative respect. Many men perform respect publicly while practicing disrespect privately. They speak about equality in public spaces but manipulate, dismiss, or emotionally neglect girls behind closed doors. The right attitude is consistent. It does not change with audience. It does not depend on validation. It is rooted in values, not appearances. A major shift in attitude happens when men stop asking, "What can I get from her?" and start asking, "How can I treat her better?" Relationships built on extraction eventually collapse. Relationships built on mutual care evolve. The right attitude is generous, not transactional. It gives without keeping score. It does not weaponize past favors or sacrifices. The way you respond to a girl's success also matters deeply. When she grows, achieves, or outgrows a dynamic, insecure men feel abandoned or inferior. Instead of growth, they resort to criticism or emotional withdrawal. The right attitude celebrates growth even when it challenges the relationship. It does not try to shrink a girl to feel bigger. There is also a need to talk about patience in communication. Many conflicts escalate not because of disagreement, but because of tone, timing, and ego. Raising your voice, mocking, or dismissing concerns does not make you right. It makes you unsafe. The right attitude prioritizes understanding over winning. It chooses calm over control. Another revealing point is how men react when girls change. People evolve, beliefs shift, boundaries strengthen, interests change. Expecting a girl to remain the same version forever is unrealistic and selfish. The right attitude adapts. It grows alongside change instead of resisting it. It understands that evolution is not betrayal. The right attitude towards girls also means acknowledging privilege, not dismissing their lived experiences. When girls speak about fear, harassment, pressure, or emotional labor, minimizing these realities only deepens the gap. Listening without defensiveness is crucial. You do not need to experience something personally to respect its impact on someone else. And perhaps the most important shift is understanding that respect is proactive, not reactive. You do not wait for a girl to demand respect. You do not wait for consequences. You choose it daily, consciously, quietly, in how you speak, in how you act, in how you think. Because attitudes are not built in grand gestures. They are built in small, repeated choices. And every interaction you have with a girl leaves an impression, either of safety or of caution, of respect or of regret, of maturity or of immaturity. So understand this deeply. The right attitude towards girls is not something you switch on when you want love, admiration, or approval. It is who you are at your core. It is revealed in moments where you gain nothing in return. It is tested when your ego is bruised, when your desires are unmet, when your authority is questioned. Any man can act respectful when things go his way. Character is proven when they don't. A society that raises men to dominate girls raises broken relationships, wounded families, and emotionally exhausted generations. And a man who believes respect makes him weak will spend his life fighting women instead of building with them. Strength was never about control. Strength is self-discipline. Strength is emotional intelligence. Strength is knowing when to step back, when to listen, when to change. Girls do not need saviors. They do not need controllers. They do not need men who see them as projects, possessions, or validations of worth. They need human beings who are secure enough to stand beside them, not in front of them or above them. Men who understand that dignity is not negotiable, boundaries are not personal attacks, and equality is not a threat. And remember this, how you treat girls today shapes the kind of world you will live in tomorrow. Because disrespect does not disappear, it multiplies. And respect does not weaken a man, it refines him. The future does not belong to those who silence women. It belongs to those who are strong enough to respect them without fear, without conditions, and without entitlement.